How's it going, Line Riders? Today you can choose the design of the top box. So if you didn't know, if you haven't signed up to our email list or you have first time seeing this, we're developing a top box that goes on the back of the motorcycle. And today I'm pretty stoked to announce that we've got 5 designs. So I'm going to show them to you. I'm going to go through them just quickly, and then I'll leave you to vote. I'll leave a link in the description where you can vote on which design you want, and then we can take that design and push it further. So at this stage we're just getting like the idea of the design, the features, chucking in all the features that we want. And once we have that kind of like an idea, then we can go and style it, polish it, make it look awesome and all that kind of good stuff. But there's a couple of questions that I want to ask you. Probably the first one is which design do you like? Which one do you fancy the most? Secondly is about how to attach bags to the bike, and also how to open the box and access issue that we're working through. So let's just jump into the computer and get into it and have a look. So top box, we're designing this top box on the right here, that goes on the back of a motorcycle, generic product that can fit on most motorcycles, actually all motorcycles. So yeah, this is just a CAD rendering that I do to get the form, size and kind of things like this. This is a 2 helmet design, so we can also make a smaller design as well. Design 1, so if you look on the left side here, this is actually aluminium, and on the right side it's also aluminium, it's just powder coated black. So the difference between these two is basically color. So it's easier to draw it white like this, so that's why I've drawn it like this. But Visualizer will probably make a few different variants, but we'll be making a black one and also a silver one probably. So this is the first design. The top part here, the black areas, that's the handle, and we've got protection at the bottom and a locking mechanism at the front. Then also we've got some backrest here for the passenger. So very standard top box kind of form. It's square. This is like the larger one, over 50 litre, for 2 adventure helmets. And we'll also make a smaller one as well, probably. Design 2, it's a bit more aggressive. It's got a bit of a different backrest system here. The locking system's a bit more robust on the top, but also 2 handles and separate corner protection as well. We need that corner protection because of a few things. Good for if you put metal onto, say, a tile floor, it can crack the floor, glass, it can crack glass tables and stuff like this. So I want to protect the bottom of the box so it doesn't destroy stuff. Let's jump into design 3. Design 3 is also a little bit like design 2, but the thing is that we continue this handle right through the whole product. It is a bit of an issue here because then if we're going to change the size of the box, we have to make a brand new tool. So I will be leaning towards probably cutting this here in half so we can use the same parts on all different boxes. It's just better for tooling and cheaper for tooling and stuff like that, so we can bring a more competitive product to the market. And also, I like this push button style connection here. There's no lock visible, we've got a different type of backplate here, backrest here at the top. Let's jump into number 4. This is number 4. This is what I was talking about before. We've got basically one tool that can do this part and this part. So we can just like reverse it. So it's essentially just one tool, which is cost effective, because this material, this aluminium, is quite thick. They're quite expensive to manufacture. I've already checked out some prices. So we want to reduce it as much as possible to be competitive. I've got this nice big locking system here that basically I want to throw everything on the interior, so on the exterior it's nice and smooth and clean and easy to use. We've got a back plate here again, or backrest again, in this different form, but we can mix and match these backrests and stuff like this, especially going on the backrest story here. We will probably have to make like foam, like high density foam models, and test it and put people on the back and see how comfortable it is, and different size people as well, because this is quite important. But if it gives that kind of pressure for the person that's riding in the back. It gives that support. That's what we're really going for, especially after a big long day's ride as well. You know, we want them to be sitting there real comfortable. So we'll probably mix and match all these parts, like the locking system and the brackets here and the backrest and the bottom plates and stuff like this. But yeah, we'll probably make it Frankenstein. But today, hopefully, we can just choose one kind of main direction. So yeah, this is the 5th design. It's a bit more old school. It's got some metal bars there, big handles to grip the bike and stuff like this and remove it. Pretty nice. We're going to have to kind of finish the corners and stuff like this because they're exposed. So we can't just like weld it and cap it. So this is the downside to this design from a manufacturing point of view. But yeah, it's cool, pretty cool design too, I think. And we've got an overview. So this is the overview of the different designs we've got here, like value added extras that we can bring. One of these value added is adding more bags to the exterior. One idea is like adding moly panels to the box. There's a quick mock-up on the left here. And on the right you can see like a proper, like in-use kind of system. This is on the inside of a box, I presume, but we can also put that on the back, on the outside of the box. This is using like fabric panels, which is kind of cheaper to manufacture, and also it lasts quite a while. There's a few positives and negatives to this. And one of the things I see as a negative is it might scratch the box and stuff like this, or retain water, depending on the material we use and stuff. But this is an option you could put on the back, so you can add on bags. I'll show you those bags in a moment. That's add on. The other option is kind of like using a moly plate. You can see this here, that they've added kind of like this hard rigid plate onto the outside of the box, and then you can add on you can add and remove all your gear. One of the cool things with this with this plate is that you can actually remove it and put it on really quick. So if you want to change your riding setup, you just like go up to the bike, remove it, and put the new style on, and you're good to go. So this is the bike with 2 bottle holders and 2 micro bags from the side. Then the one problem with having a big wide berth like this is that you want to keep everything within your hand guards. So when you are filtering through traffic, you know that if you can get the front of the bike through, you can also get the back through. So that's one issue. And the other issue would be if you have a pair of MotoBags here underneath, might be quite hard to access. There's one thing to consider that we're looking at, but on the smaller one it's probably not going to be a problem, but on the bigger one, you'll probably run into this issue. It's pretty cool. You can expand the capacity even more. Putting weight at the top's probably not the best idea, but depending on what bike you have, or you just put less in there. You just put light wet weather gear or clothes or jackets, something that's light and not heavy stuff. It's from the back, a view from the back. So yeah, quite universal. Like basically you can just shoot off with just this for a weekend. And we've got the last image here with the Overlander. This is the Overlander 30. This is 1-to-1 models of the Overlander 30. We can put that on the top as well. So you can extend this out quite rapidly. Pretty cool system. Last time we asked you for responses, what size of box you wanted and what you actually put in your box and stuff. We got 267 responses, which is pretty amazing, pretty good. So we've run through all that and checked it and kind of designed that into the product so far. And today we're going to just check which design we want to go forward with. So this is the link. There'll be a link in the description down below. Click on that, or in the email that I send out, and just go on there and you'll have an option of 5 designs. I'll jump over there now and have a look at it. So this is the form. You jump in here. You have to use your Google account because of just spam. Don't worry, we won't use that for anything else. And then we've got 5 designs: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you can just vote here. So if you like this design, you can just you can only choose one because we want kind of more of a definitive answer. And then you can just and the second answer I was talking about is the second question I had for you was what kind of access do you want? I saw this Domino's pizza kind of scooter in Belgium, and it had quite an interesting access. It was like it comes down the front here. I'm not sure if you can actually see that. It comes down the front, and so you can access it from the back quite easily. For pizza boxes, it means that you don't have to you don't have to turn them upside down and all this, the toppings slide off. But it's quite interesting. Maybe we can access that, use that concept as well. For me, I don't mind just having it on top, and then just I can see in there quite no problem, and I get access to stuff no problem. It's not too tall, even for a big GS that I have. But I can understand for others it might be like easier to like be able to organize their gear and from the end. And plus, for me as a manufacturer, it's thinking about how to manufacture. It's way more complicated. You know, from a waterproof perspective, yeah, it might cause issues. You know, or more issues that we have to solve than just a simple flat seal like this. If we have to seal it from two angles, it might be much more difficult. But on the other hand, it'll make it easy to lock because it's all designed in one part. But that's a whole different story, the locking system. So yeah, jump on the form here and let us know once you've chosen your design. Like for example, design 4, you can submit it. Once you've submitted it, you can see previous responses, and here it will open up a new field, and you can see what other people have actually voted on. Yeah, check it out here. So thanks a lot. That's a quick video. I hope you guys are well. Welcome to the new year, 2020. It's a big one for us. Heaps of products coming. Heaps of cool stuff coming, and so it'd be good to get the feedback from you guys. So subscribe to YouTube, sign up to our email, so we can send out these emails and keep you up to date. There'll be links in the description for those two things. So yeah, Happy New Year, good to see you again, and let's kick this year off with some cool new products.